guys, we are back at the shop here. It is the day before we have to leave for the PDRA North versus South Maryland race, and we have to get a car in the shop, and we have one leaving the shop. So as you guys know, we have a bunch of projects, but we've been working on them, and sometimes you work on a bunch of them and you make progress, but they're not ready to leave yet, or they're not done, but you're getting closer. So we're getting close to the finish line on a bunch of them, and I feel like that there's nothing more you can ask for than just getting close to finishing. So this is the Bad Apple. You guys know this car we had in PRI this past year. It was mostly complete, had a few things that were incomplete on it, and we've been knocking them down, and we have to make one last stop at Chris Herring and Camden Herring shop, HRT Unlimited, and they're going to do just some minor fabric on this. So come on, we'll show you guys what we got going on. We'll talk about what we did already. So the car is extremely clean. It's dirty right now, but the actual build on it is extremely clean. Small block Ford, aftermarket, factory location motor, but it's got a titanium firewall in it, and so that's why it kind of looks like super race car-ish, but it is factory location for the motor placement. We got a 2-speed 400 in there. As you can see, you're just sitting by. We got a nice Racetech seat, which we love Racetech. Shout out to them for all their seats. And then it's factory style rear suspension. So this is a factory style suspension Mustang. It's covered in dirt right now, but the paint on this thing is absolutely immaculate. Top coat, my buddy Chris Lopez, he knocked it out and did a great job. So we debuted the car at PRI, and then we worked on it. We're waiting on parts, some little stuff. So what we did, we plumbed a bunch of stuff that wasn't plumbed. We had to get the oil pump stuff set up, so we got a keyway in there now. We had to redo some brake lines because we were like in a mad dash to get this thing completed for PRI. We did get it done, but there were some corners that we cut knowing that we would come back here and have to modify them. So just a bunch of little punch list stuff we've been knocking out, and the punch list stuff, if you guys know, it's time consuming. It's not really fun to work on. It's not much visual progress, but you just need to get it done. So where are we at now? The car is, I'd say, like 92% complete. When we get it back from Chris and Camden, it'll be 99% complete, and then it'll be like running a couple CO2 lines, firing it up, taking it to the dyno until we're ready to go to the racetrack. So we have a couple issues here that we need to recorrect. The last chassis shop it was at, it had an early departure because timelines weren't being met and the car just wasn't being worked on. So what, you want to take those or you want to leave them?
Well, I don't really want them sitting in our shop over here, at least. We could put them at the front end.
Where's the... Oh, yeah, we'll put them in the other shop. I like that idea. So we just picked it up because it wasn't getting worked on, or it was at a point where it was just like, we're running out of time, we need to get stuff going. There were some miscommunications, and we had to get it. So when we went and picked it up, we saw some issues immediately. So if you look at this right here, factory style front suspensions, this is the factory frame rail. We were really, when I dropped the car off, I was looking to have just like the factory firewall kind of patched, or like even just put titanium over the factory firewall. We didn't know we were getting this like big badass titanium firewall. So this bar right here got cut, and if you look at it, there's nothing supporting this bar going forward. The only thing holding this bar up is this bar up front. The K-member bolts to it here. There's one tab right down here, if you can see on the chassis. Can you see that?
Yeah.
This needs to be supported a lot stronger. This needs to be supported to a bar as well. So Chris and Camden are going to knock that out and just make sure the front end is rigid and doesn't have any movement. It is a lot stronger, because is that working right now? Yes. Is it something I trust going down the track, going damn near, I don't know, 190 mile an hour? I don't want to find out, right? Like,
no,
let's make sure it's very strong and redundant. Other than that, we have some belly pans that are going to be made for the engine and for the transmission. When you run that exposed transmission, which I don't mind. This is my first single frame rail car with the exposed transmission. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It just is what it is. You sit next to the transmission. It is... I don't know. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, it's there. You kind of look at it. I'm used to it at this point. A lot of people don't like sitting next to the transmission. But when you run an exposed transmission, as you can see, if you don't have a belly pan, you can just see right to the ground. So you run the exposed transmission, you have to have a belly pan that goes back, to where the drive shaft enclosure would be. And that seals everything off. So it's sealed off at the firewall, and then it is sealed off underneath. So you don't have any smoke intrusion when you do your burnout or anything like that. Other than that, I just texted Chris the list. I forgot what it was. Oh, a throttle stop and a pedal hook. Those are necessary. And I don't even know why you need a pedal hook on this one, because this one doesn't have like a Morris cable. This has just like a low car cable. So you can pull the pedal back and it does nothing up here.
Yeah.
Not the greatest of designs, but it's what was on the car before, and you know, if it hangs the throttle, just hurry up and turn it off. So that's where we're at with the Bad Apple. Super lightweight car. It looks great. We got to clean it up before it goes down to trips. Other than that, there's like some Zeus's that have to be installed. I got to run a parachute cable to the back for the parachute. It's got an air launcher set up. I got to plumb the air launcher. So when we get it back from him, maybe a day's worth of work, and then we're ready to go to the track. So this thing is badass. It's a good looking car, and it's a strong. Honestly, small block wise, this is probably the most gangster small block that we have in house. We have a bunch of badass LS stuff. We got a badass small block Ford stuff, small block Chevy. But this small block Ford, if you want to make some horsepower, this is the motor. So we got it set up right now with a class legal 88 millimeter turbo on there, but we're gonna expand, probably run something bigger at some point. But yeah, this is, you know, you put a 98 on this car, it'd be a badass small block boost car, and you know, stock suspension is, you don't have to run stock suspension, but it's got it. Nothing's wrong with it. It you know, it works. People go really fast on it, and that's what we're gonna do. So, how's it look from this angle?
Looks good.
Looks good. It looks. We're close. Like, everyone's gonna be yelling in the comments, like, "Get something done!" Like, we're about to. One last stop, and then she's done. So I'll be excited when we get it back from Chris. We'll really put one day on it, and then load it up in the trailer and take it to Kevin, T-Cam Performance. The ECU should already have a good tune-up in it, because it's the same ECU that was in the Bad Apple before. But obviously, anytime you have a new combination, I really recommend taking it to the hub dyno. T-Cam Performance, they do a great job, and it is just a controlled environment to get a good baseline. So we'll go up there, we'll put the car on the hubs, do some simulated runs, make sure the shifter works, make sure we can get up on the chip good so we don't waste any time doing that at the racetrack. And then you can stand this far away and look at everything. You could spot a leak if something doesn't look right, something's burning. You wouldn't know if you had the front end on. So I highly recommend it. That is our agenda for this car. So we're going to HRT Unlimited, get some work done, come back here a day or two working on it, T-Cam hub dyno, and then after that we go into the racetrack, baby. So that's exciting. We got a 6-week break from Pro Mod racing after this race in Maryland, so that should give us ample time to get this back. Talk with Chris, and this should be a quick in and out job, just a couple little things here, and pick it up from him, get it done, and hopefully, you know, in a week or two we can do some testing. So that's going to wrap it up here. There's your Tuesday update. Thank you guys for watching. Big reveal tomorrow. You guys definitely don't want to miss it. We're going to unveil our new Pro Mod and hopefully go some rounds at the PDRI race. If not, we're just going to go up there and not qualify. So
we going fishing, bud.
Oh, we're going fishing, yeah. There it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like always, comment, subscribe. Have a great day, and put some effort in. Put that effort in. Put the effort in.
Big effort guy.
Big effort guy. It's a party car. Party car. You got to put that effort in.